Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be the first of several of my videos of 10 mods you didn't know you need. Now again, some of these are for all platforms, some are just for PC and Mac players. I'll mention that as we go through, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys have heard of some of these, but just kind of a reminder that some of these mods are out there. We've been having FS19 mods released for years now, so yeah, just to kind of recap as we're getting close to FS22 coming out, to talk about a few mods we may have forgotten about. Number one on that list for today is the Disable Vehicle Camera Collision. So here I have here, if I normally would drive under this without this installed, it would launch me down here, but as you can see here, I'm not getting that same effect. So very helpful here. This is a mod by Giant Software, so the people that made the game. It's 12 kilobytes to download. This is available for all platforms, and yeah, very useful. I always have this on every game I play. This is something I always run because it just makes it so much easier and it doesn't bounce the vehicle camera collision around. So very helpful to have the Disable Vehicle Camera Collision. For number two, we have the Lizard Reusable Pallets. These are by Quiet Hitman, 2.63 megabytes to download for all platforms. These are going to be found in the store under Pallets. Now, what's the point of these? So it's these guys right here, Lizard Reusable Pallets. Now, yes, you have a bulk pallet that can hold all of that in that capacity. You have a bigger one there, so you got some different pallets there. A reusable tank that can hold liquids, a bigger tank that can hold liquids, but here are the two main ones I use. Now, I know there are other of these on the mod hub. I always download this one specifically, one, because it's made by Quiet Hitman, who's a huge proportion of the channel, as well as the official modder for the Farmer Cop community. In addition to that, it has both of them in here, so it's just one mod does all that. Plus, if I wanted to use any of these guys, I have those available. But you set this near your chickens, it'll put 4,800 liters of eggs in there, and even when it's full, you can still pick it up by hand on all platforms. And same thing with the wool pallet, 2,250 liters instead of the 1,000 per, and you can pick it up by hand on all platforms. So very useful mod. Highly recommend the Lizard Reusable Pallets. For number three, we have the Lizard Pallet Pack, also by Quiet Hitman, 8.3 megabytes to download for all platforms. This one, so instead of buying stuff in the form of big bags, as you have here, or in the form of this pallet here, these pallets here, this adds another option. So if we go past our reusable pallets, we get into here. So first off, you have single bags of everything you could imagine that you want to buy. We have a seed pallet, and a lot of these you can go in here, you can do wrap on them, which is super cool to add different wraps to them, and you can do bulk or not bulk. So very cool. It allows you to do all sorts of different things on there. So you can buy bulk pallets, very cool. And you have sugarcane, lime. We have fertilizer, cow manure. You have all sorts of different liquid tanks. You can adjust the brands for the diesel tank. So if we go over to a diesel tank, we can do different brands on there, as you can see going through there, which is super cool. We have chicken food, cow food, pig food, super cheap pig food, by the way, horse food. We have all sorts of stuff, wood chips, pallets. We have pallets of bales. So we have grass bulk, hay bulk, and straw bulk, and silage bulk. So you can buy those pallets. They're so much cheaper than buying actual bales from the store, and honestly, it's not that hard to get them. Yeah, so I mean, it's just a lot easier. Highly recommend that. That's the Lizard Pallet Pack. For number four, I have the Follow Me mod by Decker MMIV, 54 kilobytes to download. PC players only, unfortunately, for this one, but it allows you to have multiple vehicles follow each other. Oops, as I hop out there, multiple vehicles follow each other, as you can see here. If I start driving forward, I'm mowing the grass here, and you can see I've got a tedder and a windrower setting up back there, so they're gonna go ahead and get it all done back behind me as they slowly catch up to me. And look at that, we got hay, windrow just behind us there as we go. And again, they'll follow my path. So just like that, follow me. Very helpful if you're trying to do this, or you're just trying to drive stuff back and forth to shop. Again, this is just one way to use it. There's plenty of different ways to use it, but it is a very helpful mod if you're looking to get kind of a little bit more done more efficiently. For number five, we have the Lizard Subsoiler 6M by Black Sheep Modding, 3.71 megabytes to download for all platforms. This is a subsoiler, yes, but it's located under plow, so it does do what a plow would do. It does say 180 horsepower there, runs at 10 miles an hour, 6-meter working width. You can adjust the colors on it if you'd like for the tines and for the plow itself, which is super cool, so you can set it up however you want. Now, if you do have it set up backwards like I do here with essentially the tines facing the wrong direction, you can pull it with very little horsepower. Like this tractor does not have enough horsepower to pull it. And I can also create fields if I toggle that on and off on this. So giving you it on the land, but very cool, very easy to use plow and not too expensive. So especially for those of you guys that like the odd shapes of plows in game, this is a very useful item to have. So yeah, that is the Lizard Subsoiler 6M. For number 6, we have the Full Stop mod. This is by Sean. I'm probably saying that wrong. 17 kilobytes to download for PC and Mac players. This is really nice because if you look down the bottom right-hand corner, we're at 98%. Normally, if you keep harvesting and if you go over full, it'll just kind of have you run over your crops. But this allows you, as you watch, we're at 98. Soon we'll be at 99. 99. And then as we get to 100, you'll see what happens here with the harvester. Get over into this section here. And like that, it will I didn't do any of that. It did all that on its own. It forces you to stop, and then you can start going again after you let off. But it's very helpful, very, very nice to have. So full stop kind of prevents you from running over your crops, especially if you play with crop destruction on. So it's something that I kind of have installed in every game. All right, for number 7, I have bulk buy for you guys. This is by Loki79, 22 kilobytes to download. This is for PC Mac players only. This one, if you ever have to, let's say you want a bunch of pig food for your farm, you have to come in here normally, and you'd have to, well, you have to buy one, okay, buy another one, and buy another one, and keep going that way. Well, bulk buy adds this little thing down here, so I can go all the way up to 10, and I can buy 10 at one time. And there we go, it'll buy 10 for me all at once. So a very, very helpful mod. Bulk buy works very well. And it does work with, if I go on here, for example, well, if we go back to the Quiet Hitman stuff back here, if I go to the seed pallet, I can do that here as well. And I can do bulk and all sorts of good stuff. So it does work fairly well. I do enjoy the bulk buy mod quite a bit. It allows me to buy as much as I need to for different things. So definitely make sure you guys check that out, the bulk buy mod. For number 8, I have a mod you guys are probably all familiar with if you watch my channel. All the easy development commands. These are by GTX, 61 kilobytes to download. PC and Mac players only, unfortunately. But these, if you look in here, it gives you a screen when you hit the F11 button. It'll pop the screen up. You have it installed. You can add or remove money is a big one that I use, and I can again do it in any amount I want. So if I want to take $1 off, I can do that. Just click outside of there. A couple other things that are super cool on this, and I do have a video on how you can use all of this, but you can tip stuff to the ground, add pallets, add bales, add logs of various lengths. You can change time of day, change the weather type. You can go into flight mode. You can get rid of the HUD or the HUD. You can change your speed. You can change the time scale. You can set fields to specific different states. You can do all sorts of very cool things with easy development commands. Again, if you want to know how to use this mod more, I do have a video on my channel, so make sure you guys go check that out. But yeah, easy development controls, very, very, very helpful. For number 9, I have the milling machine mod. This is by Chrisu70. This is for all platforms, only 4.52 megabytes to download. This is found in the store under miscellaneous over here. This bad boy right here. It picks anything up off the ground. You can use it to get manure out of your manure pits. If you have a pile of something on the ground like sugar beets, potatoes, or wheat like I have here, you can use it to pick it up. It will slowly get it all loaded up into that trailer, so you can see it. It goes fairly quick, to be fair. You can use it to pick up straw swaths, or you can use it to pick up hay off the ground or grass off the ground. You can use it to clean up around animal pens, all sorts of different things. This is a very versatile tool. And I do use it quite a bit, so definitely worthwhile. You can use it to empty your silage pits, all sorts of different stuff. So a very useful mod. This is the milling machine. All right, for number 10, our final mod for this video, again, I'm going to do many more similar to this, is also by GTX. It's 0.17 megabytes to download. This is the store sales mod. This is unfortunately for PC and Mac players only, but it adds in the brands category of the store a sales section, which randomly various sales will come into play there. So it might say like, oh, there's going to be a sale on everything by Case IH, or it might say, hey, there's going to be a sale on the Case Maxim series. So it'll have different things on there. And it's usually between 5 and 20% off, so very cool. It's randomized, so I like it quite a bit. It adds a lot of kind of extra stuff in there, so you kind of have some other options available for you. And yeah, it makes you want to buy stuff that you don't necessarily need, but it's awesome. So it gives you kind of some sales, and oftentimes for me, I feel like I buy something and then it goes up for sale anyways right after that. But anyhow, very cool mod. I like that that's in there. Yeah, I think that's a great mod, the store sales mod. Anyhow, if you guys enjoyed this first 10 mods that you didn't know you need video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.